Hey guys, so I am now in the Channel Tunnel, as you can probably see around me. No, you can't really see. Anyway, I thought I should let you know that I'm on my way to the Netherlands. Since I've had this car, I've been dying to get it out onto the European roads. I'm going to go see some friends in Amsterdam and then head off to Germany to test it out on some autobahns. So far on the motorways it is absolutely divine. It is like no other car I've driven. It just glides and flies and amazing road grip, and you don't feel the speed at all, which is amazing. Anyway, I'll keep you posted and I will make more videos as I go along. So if you're coming to Amsterdam and you're driving here, I highly recommend coming to stay at this hotel. The hotel itself is not the world's best hotel. It's really nice and clean and comfortable. But the best thing is it has a secure underground car park. For me, that's the most important thing. For choosing a hotel, I always check if they have underground car parking space. So just as a recommendation, lovely place. It's not overly expensive. It's very affordable. Yeah, Amsterdam is very difficult. Usually you have to park somewhere miles away and then take a bus or a taxi to your hotel. So I really like this. It's called the Ramada Apollo Hotel. It's got a very nice bar on the 17th floor with a good view, especially at night, good cocktails and food. But generally I always come here because of the parking space. It's a little away from the city center, but I can just jump on a tram and I think it's 10 minutes and you're in the city center, so it doesn't really bother me. As always, have to show you the bathroom because that's something very important for me. Clean, modern, with a shower, clean sink. I bring my own toiletries so it doesn't bother me what they provide because I never use it. Anyhow, that's me reporting from the hotel room. Couldn't find anywhere decent to eat. Then rang one of my Dutch friends and they recommended to come to the W Hotel. Apparently they have a rooftop bar, which is very nice, and they serve food. So let's see how it is. Sounds so amazing. Every time you start it up, you just want to keep switching it off and switching it back on. The other thing that I'm really enjoying with this car is the seating position. So this is how I sit when I'm driving around the city, and then I switch it down to this. It's not that far back, but it just somehow makes you feel like you're really
sitting back, chilled and driving. Went to Netherlands, as I mentioned. Spent a couple of days there. Obviously I didn't really drive around because in the Netherlands, especially in Amsterdam, there's nowhere to really park. It's not a very car-friendly city. So for a couple of days while I was there, I didn't really drive much.
37 kilometers.
Today I'm off to Brussels to see my friends, and then I will decide where I should go next. To be honest, for some reason this time I'm not really in that mood. Even though I love driving, somehow, I don't know, the motivation isn't there to go as far as Monaco or somewhere really far. I just feel like hanging around in Belgium or Holland. Keep calling it Holland, Netherlands. Amazing every time. It just sounds so beautiful. And it's amazing how many people that drive past give you a thumbs up with this car. It's really nice to see that people like English manufacturing and styling and design. And I must say, every time I park it somewhere and then I approach it from a distance, the curves of this car are just divine. You look at it and you just like, oh, I love you, bee. It's so good. The 911 used to be my precious baby, but I think it's been downgraded after buying this car. What's really strange is that this car weighs the same as the Panamera, seems slightly higher, as in there's more road clearance, but is so much more stable, and especially at very high speeds, you don't feel that the car is going that fast. In the 911 and the Panamera, you could feel that you're going quite fast, because on the Autobahn I was doing 135 to 140 miles an hour, and in the Panamera it was smooth, but you could still feel the speed. And same thing in the 911. But in this one, you don't feel the speed unless you look at the speedometer, because the car just keeps sailing and it's like floating. Very, very well designed. The aerodynamics, everything is exceptionally well done in this car. And that V12 and this sound when you put your foot down, doesn't matter what speed. When you downshift, it opens up the valves and the car sounds so amazing. One thing I forgot to mention in my previous videos about the Aston Martin is their superb customer service. It's so lovely and it's so English. It's amazing how no one calls me by my first name. It's like, that's how it should be everywhere. We're not friends, we're not on first name basis. We are doing a business transaction. Unless you've known me for a couple of years, don't call me Ethan, call me by my last name. And at Aston Martin, without a fail, everyone is so English and so polite. It's such a refreshing experience. And when I bought the car, I asked for the latest sat-nav updates, and with Porsche, every time I've asked them, they've charged me £200-300 to put the latest updates. These guys didn't even question it. They were like, yep, it's ordered, it'll be done. Anything that I wanted changed, like obviously not a massive change, but like wiper blades and a few other bits and bobs that I said. And from my experience at Porsche, I would pay for those things. But at Aston Martin, no one even mentioned it. It was all just done. I wanted a cable to connect my phone, so I could play music through it, sent it through the post. Such good customer service, and it's a pleasure every time you walk into the dealership and talk to those people. They are so lovely and polite, and very well spoken. They have good manners. It's a completely different experience. The experience that I've always wanted from various types of customer service that I never received, and I realize now why Aston Martin is such an amazing brand. It's the class that comes with it. It's just beautiful. And I don't know what people talk about when they say, oh, it's a 6-litre V12, it's a thirsty car. It's not a thirsty car. It's the same as the 911. On the motorway, where it's not like constantly fixed speed, I'm accelerating, slowing down, speeding up, doing all kinds of things. And in a full tank, it was showing me, and it's doing about 700 to 800 kilometers. That is superb. That's what my 911 does. So this is twice the number of cylinders and all double the size of the engine, but it's still really efficient. And the howl, the sound is just so beautiful. And I'm so glad I made the choice to choose this 6-speed gearbox. The 8-speed, no matter what people tell you, and obviously the salespeople will give you the pitch that it's the ZF new gearbox. No, this is the one to have if you like driving the car in manual. Less number of gear changes, wider range within each gear. Fantastic. I'm so happy I didn't fall for the newer thing, because it would have been a nightmare changing so many gears. This is good. Exactly what I wanted. So I'm very pleased. And it gives you, if you push the car in each of the gears and you change, it gives you the little kick in the back, which is just so good. So when you're driving, and if you switch it to lower or a different gear using the paddles, the car switches to manual and then stays in manual. It doesn't automatically go to automatic like it does in Porsche, because that I find very annoying. Because if I switched it to manual, it should just stay there until I decide. And in this car, you can either press the D button to put it into auto, or press and hold the plus upshift, and it will switch it to auto. And that's how it should be in the Porsches as well, because you have to shift the lever to the left to switch it to manual. But if you're just driving with the paddles and suddenly switch it, you don't want the car to make the decision, oh yeah, now I feel like switching it back to auto. And the thing is, it may sound like I'm slagging off the Porsches. It's not. I love the Porsches still, and I'm going to keep my 911 for as long as I can. But it's just little things that I got used to, or I learned to live with. After getting into this car, I'm starting to realize, this is well thought through. It's not just created quickly. I'm sure Porsche will have their reasons and someone will tell you why, but it's personal preference. This is how I like it.